Hey everyone, it's Pops with the Adams Family Gaming. Palworld just dropped some huge updates, some huge improvements to the game. They added new items, the raid boss, and so much more. In today's video, we're going to be breaking it down, discussing it, and going over it. We do not have any word on Xbox servers yet. I find that kind of crazy as the game's been out for two and a half months, and we haven't heard a single thing except for one little post from Xbox that they were partnering with Palworld developers, Pocket Pair, and that we ain't heard nothing about anything as far as Xbox servers. So let's get into the patch note. This was released 2 days ago, as from the time of recording. Both, they're not the same as always. Steam is more advanced, they're further along than us, but we got the same numbers. All right, so the patch notes. Brand new content. Implemented the first raid boss, which is that Bellanora or something. You can summon raid boss pals by using these slabs at the new summoning altar. Raid boss pals summoned by slabs are very powerful and cannot be captured. Work alongside your base pals to take on these powerful foes. Pal eggs can be dropped after defeating raid pals. The extreme version of the raid boss is incredibly powerful and difficult to defeat. So this is looks like they're added a bunch of new items, a training manual. These manuals allow you to give experience points to pals. Ancient technical manual. This gives you ancient technology points and can be randomly found inside of dungeon chests. New recovery meds. Using these meds will slowly recover your HP over time. So we got potions now, so that's cool. Hopefully there's varying degrees of the kind that you can create or maybe find, you know, like potion 1, 2, or 3, for example. One does like there's super potions or mega potions, high potions. Every RPG, Final Fantasy, Pokemon, they've all used different varying types of potions. So new item, Homeward Thundercloud. When used, this item will instantly move you to your nearest base, so that'll keep you from having to go over to one of the nearest way shrines. Ability glasses. When equipped, you can see pal stats, so that's cool. New stat boosting items have been added, like the power fruit, life fruit, stout fruit. These items will boost pal stats when used. Added new passive, mercy hit. Pals with this passive cannot reduce enemy HP below 1 when attacking. So that's awesome. That's I can't remember the name of the skill in Pokemon, but it's basically the one that you use while you're out trying to tame new Pokemon or whatever. Feint attack, maybe? I don't remember. That's huge. That's going to be awesome for especially new playthroughs. Whenever us Xbox players get freaking servers, Microsoft, looking at you, dude. To get new pals, you know, you teach your pal that, and you won't accidentally knock out or kill one of the potential pals that you're going to get. New item, Ring of Mercy. When wearing this ring, you cannot reduce enemy HP. Okay, so they got a skill and an item. When wearing this ring, you cannot reduce enemy HP below 1 when attacking. Okay, so there's a skill and an item that prevents you from knocking out pals. They added new armor, multi-climate undershirt. Oh, dude, I've been wanting this. I'm tired of having to carry 2 different shirts on me. Has been added. Protect yourself against both the heat and the cold with just 1 slot. Hopefully, they got it all up to like 1, 2, 3, and 4, like they do the other shirts. New building, electric egg incubator. Oh, that's huge too. This incubator consumes electricity to automatically adjust the temperature to the optimum temperature for each egg. Oh, okay, so that's huge. That's way than having to worry about having one in the volcano or having some fires or whatever next to the incubator. New building or mining site has been added. This mining site allows you to produce ores from the comfort of your base. Oh, okay, so now that doesn't. Okay, we need one for coal. If we had one for coal, that would actually make everything a lot better, because then all that one base spot that I want them to get rid of, that would potentially make it to where you wouldn't be forced to build there, as that being the best place in the game to build. That's huge. If we can get them to get coal, then that'll be even bigger. or sulfur. Sulfur and and coal. Huge, dude. All right, so these are PAL updates. Kepsla can now produce PAL fluids. That is huge, dude. I'm fixing to make another PAL ranch then. Dunman can now produce a high quality PAL oil. No more, dude, they're taking the farming out of it, dude. You can now reduce the weight of metal ore while riding Serpent Terra. Increase the amount of ore dropped while riding Astagon. That's cool. You can now raise PAL ranks to the maximum with a single synthesis using the PAL Essence Condenser. That's cool. That's huge. Condensation progress is now accumulated in the individual PAL. Dude, that is, yeah. So you can take one that's essentially tier 2 and then add that tier 2 to another tier 3 in an account. So that works out. That's amazing. Negative PAL statuses will now be resolved after spending some time in the PAL box. So they made some changes to the UI. While aiming a spear, it will only display how many of the target PAL have already been captured. Okay, so you'll be able to see how many you've captured without having to go back into your menu. You can now check the cooldowns on partner skills for all your PALs on the main screen. That's cool. Equipment and item stats are now visible on the technology screen, even if you have not unlocked them first. Oh, okay. So you can see what their stats are prior to unlocking them. That's cool. That's dude. See it's all about the ease and the replayability, not strenuous drawing stuff out. These updates are huge. The tutorial has been improved and renamed to Journey. Okay, I like that. It's your starter journey, right? Essentially, it's not your tutorial because you can just they need a way to be able to skip that. Oh, right here. You can now show or hide the journey in the in-game options. So that's cool because if you're starting out on a new server, whenever Xbox gets our servers, Microsoft, damage number display size can be changed in the in-game options. In raid boss battles, the damage numbers tend to overlap a lot and it may be difficult to see, so we recommend adjusting the size. Alright, on to the player updates. Items dropped by players after death on a dedicated server can now be picked up by anyone after 24 hours of real time have passed. So if you can't find out where you died at, somebody stumbles along, then somebody else will be able to pick up your stuff. Added new sleeping player emote. Okay, so that's it. Alright, so now we're moving on to base related. Base related! You can now disallow certain work for base PALs on the monitoring stand. Okay, I showed this in the last video that we made about Palworld about, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. This one's huge. Now you'll be able to go in there and check and pick and choose which job you want each PAL to do that you have out in your base. So this right here is what I was talking about. You'll be able to go in there and pick and choose. So like Pen King can do all of these jobs. You'll be able to essentially go in here. If you don't want him fighting, if somebody comes to raid the base, you can turn off fighting. You can turn off cooling. You can turn off mining. For Anubis, if you want him to only craft, you can turn off mining. You can turn off the carrying. I can't remember the name of that. But yeah, you can essentially just pick and choose. That guy Chicopee, you only want him to be in the ranch. You don't want him you don't want him leaving the ranch to go pick stuff up off the ground and to be guarding the base, right? He's one of the very first PALs you unlock. So that's how that's going to work. That's super huge change right there. Chest filters have been added. Select item types to allow or disallow inside chests. Crafted items are now transported. Oh, so this right here, you'll be able to, whenever you go to transfer all or whatever, you'll only be able to transfer certain items that you choose that you want to go in there. Crafted items are now transported from crafting facilities. Selecting allow transport when crafting will result in PALs transporting those items to chests when finished. But that's cool. So yeah, all your ammo you can just constantly be making. You'll have your PALs just take them over to one of your boxes, your ammo box. You can now edit your character's appearance at any time using the antique dresser. Finally, hopefully we can name them. Building piece placement rules have been relaxed. You can now connect stairs facing upwards. Roof pieces can now directly connect to foundations. Cool, so that, yeah, I like that. Triangular walls can now be connected to stairs. You can now force a pal to work and conceal their break by picking them up and throwing them towards a facility, and cancel their break. Yeah, you know, you got to get them pals going. This is like, yeah, this is hardcore, friendly, get to work lifestyle. Hurry up. Pals restore their sanity while taking a break, so be careful. Fixed assignments remain fixed. Fixed assignments remain fixed even after bad events occur. Previously, some assignments would change due to certain conditions, but now they will remain fixed until the PAL is placed inside the PAL box. Cool. So that means no more freaking Yormantide walking away from, oh, well, that wouldn't be a Yormantide thing. Okay, we'll use Anubis, right? Anubis. I would have him at my crafting my sphere balls or my ammo or whatever, and he would just leave. Like, where are you going, bro? Get back to work. As friendly as possible. Minimum balance adjustments. Minimum heat and cold resistance have been added to various armor. You will no longer need to take off your heat resistant armor when it's cold at night in the starting areas. So you won't have to like freeze to death whenever you first start the game. Reduce the button press time in the incubator. That is huge, dude, because getting them eggs, like, it takes forever. Change the pattern for Yormantide Ignis to something more unique. Okay. Added legendary blueprints for some firearms. Drop from specific enemies. Hopefully they add the freaking, what is it, the pump shotgun, because the pump shotgun currently, before the update, was not dropped by anything. Corrected the selling price of diamonds. In single player, it is no longer possible to select the initial spawn point for multiplayer. Block the back of the starting area with rocks to prevent players from getting lost or stuck. The increased attack power multiplier for partners or partner skills that increase the player's attack power while riding have been uniformly reduced from 2.0 to 1.2. Okay, so yeah, because I know a bunch of people were just standing on their pals fighting, and it's not about that. So, I mean, a little bit of additional, cool, but yeah. Eggs now have a small chance to produce alpha pals. That is huge, dude. That's cool. That gives like even more reason to breed. Flying and floating pals are now immune to fall damage. Shop price adjustments. I know that they were talking about fixing the nails. Like, you'd be able to make nails early game and then take the nails and sell them for a whole bunch of money. I think that's the main thing that they were fixing as far as the price adjustments. Fixed a bug where treasure chests would become empty when dying in a dungeon. Fixed an issue where the effect that increased the player's attack power while riding is duplicated and accumulating under certain conditions. Fixed an issue where players were not receiving loot when capturing pals while mounted. Adjusted the HP of legendary pal and fixed an issue where the difference in HP between the captured legendary pal and the bred legendary pal was too large. Fixed an issue where pal would eat while riding. It needs to eat while riding. Fix an issue where spheres thrown close to wild pals would not hit and be lost. Oh, so that wasn't intended? Fix an issue so that there's no more accidentally throwing a ball. Maybe you'll get it back, or maybe you'll be able to go pick it back up. Some other improvements and changes: improved various PAL models and textures, added and adjusted some sound effects, many other minor bug fixes. Dedicated server. Fixed an issue where sorting did not work in the server list. Improved the server list to allow page transitions. Dedicated servers now support various log outputs. Implemented REST API. And then please check the tech guide for more details. I mean, we don't have it, so there's no point in me looking at that. Let me know if y'all want me to look at that. I'll look at it if you would like me to. I'll make a whole video on it. Cheat prevention. Fixed a vulnerability that allowed Steam account spoofing. Okay, so yeah, can't spoof no more. Fixed 7 other critical vulnerabilities. And then here it says that they're going to add a song to the soundtrack. If you already purchased this soundtrack, please update and enjoy the new song. And then yesterday, they updated, fixed an issue where eggs could not be placed in the egg incubator if you loaded save data from version 1.5.x or earlier. So yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff here. There's a bunch of stuff to cover. I'm super excited for some of these things, especially the raid base. Hopefully I'll be able to stream the raid base soon. I'm not gonna set a certain time and date because, like I said, we've been super busy with a lot of stuff going on. But we will definitely be checking it out. Hopefully Xbox gets their servers soon. That's something that me and Emma and Bubba have been waiting on for a long time, since launch. It was shortly after launch that Microsoft announced that they'd be working hand in hand with Pocket Pair to give us the servers, and it's been radio silent since then. I think I might start tagging both of them upon a daily basis until we get something worthwhile. Something needs to be covered about it. Like, it's crazy that there's nothing been said about it. But I hope you learned something. Really looking forward to doing and checking out some of these updates and changes that they made. And with that, we will see you on the next one. Thank you for watching.